So I'm a happy old guy. Why? Well, for 50 years, I couldn't get a relationship off the ground. I go, why not? I said, well, my behavior compromised relationship. I go, well, where'd you get that behavior, Bruce? I go, my father. Because all children program behavior from their mother, their father, family, and their community by observing them and downloading. I download my father's behavior unconsciously. 95% of the day, we're playing the programs that we got, especially before age 7. The mind has two elements, and if you get them confused, then the world doesn't make sense. So I'll say the 2 elements of the mind are the conscious mind, which is mainly located right behind your forehead here in the brain. And I go, so what's the conscious mind? I said, that's the creative mind. That's the mind that has wishes and desires and think, oh, I want to be in love. I want to live in heaven. I go, that's creative wishes and desires. And then I say, underneath is a subconscious mind. I go, what's that? I say, that's a hard drive with programs in it. The brain is a computer. It is. Let me give you the parallel. I get a brand new computer and I get it home and I push start and it boots up. Light, the screen comes on. Oh my God, it's my computer. And I say, okay, now do something like a drawing, a spreadsheet, write a story. Before you can use a computer, you have to install programs into the computer. And then once the programs are in there, then you can engage the computer. So I say, you bought a brand new computer, it doesn't have programs, you have to install them. I say a baby's brain is a computer. It boots up in the last trimester of pregnancy. It's ready. Screen's on. My brain computer is ready. I say, do something. I say, no, I can't. Why not? I say, first I have to put the programs in there, then I can do something. And I go, oh, how'd you get the programs? Then it's simple. Our brain was in a state of hypnosis, which is a vibration, energy vibration, wires on your head, EEG. That vibration is called Theta, and Theta is hypnosis. And a child is essentially in hypnosis for the first 7 years. And I go, so why is it relevant? Because a child doesn't have to study or learn or anything. All it does is observe like a video camera. Watch your mother's behavior. I go, you didn't just watch it. In a state of Theta, you downloaded her behavior. Watch your father's behavior. Oh, in a state of Theta, you downloaded that. So the conscious mind isn't working during the download. I go, so what? I go, nobody's reviewing the programs you're downloading. You're downloading raw programs from your mother, your father, et cetera. So I go back to my story and I go, how do I create behavior of a relationship? I go, oh, I downloaded my father who has a relationship with my mother, and I downloaded his behavior. And then 95% of my life, which we'll talk about, coming from that behavior says, so you were trying to build a relationship on the same behavior your father dealt with your mother? And it goes like, well, that was crap. I go, well, guess what? All of my relationships turned to crap because I was playing those behaviors. And what's the resolution, which is important for both of us?
Yes, absolutely.
And the resolution was change the damn program. And through Psyche, I rewrote those programs. I say, so what? I said, for up to 50 years, I couldn't get a relationship off the ground. Guess what? Last 23 years, I've been living a honeymoon effect every day for 23 years. I said, how'd you do that? I said, I rewrote the program of relationship. I did not use my father's programs anymore. I said, how's that working out? I said, I wrote a book called The Honeymoon Effect about relationships. And I said, where the hell did I learn that? I said, by changing the program. We have to have programs to get our brain computer off the ground, and then we can engage those programs. But to engage those programs, the conscious mind has to be paying attention. I go, what does that mean? I said, what else is it doing? I said, sometimes it's thinking. I go, what does thinking mean? I say, thinking is an inside job. The moment I start thinking, my subconscious program is the autopilot. It steps in and takes over. I know how to drive. It's a habit. I learned how to drive. What's the point? I don't have to be conscious. I have a habit. I can drive without paying attention because the subconscious can do that. The average human thinks about 95% of the day. I go, so what? I said, well, then 95% of the day, the average human is not using the conscious mind with wishes and desires. 95% of the day, they are defaulting to the subconscious, which is just programs. Okay? I say, so why is it relevant? Well, then 95% of our life is not coming from wishes and desires. It's coming from whatever damn program. how could I find a relationship when I'm playing 95% of the day the behavior my father showed me that I copied and now playing? And the answer is, man, of course I couldn't get a relationship off the ground. He sucked as relationship material from when I was a kid. And I go, so why is it relevant? Because 95% of the day, we're not creating from wishes and desires. We're creating from programs that we acquired, especially before age 7. And most of those are fraught with disempowerment, limited abilities in there, These programs are not that good. And then 95% of the day, you're playing them. An example is this. You have a friend and you know your friend's behavior. And you happen to know your friend's parent. And one day you see your friend has some of the same behavior as their parent. And you really want to say something. You go, hey, Bill, you're just like your dad. Back away from Bill. I know exactly what Bill's going to say. I know it. And you say, what do you mean? I say, you say that, Bill, you're just like your dad. And Bill's going to say, how can you compare me to my dad? I'm nothing like my dad. And to stand on that and to argue, I'm not like my dad. And I go, everybody else observing your behavior has observed you're like your dad. You're the only one that doesn't see it. I go, explain that. I said, well, we just did. Bill downloaded the behavior from his dad before he was 7. He's thinking 95% of the day. So when he's thinking, automatic program comes in. I say, dad relationship program, that's playing. I say, but are you observing it when you're playing that program? I say, no, the reason you're playing the program is you're not paying attention because you're thinking. So whatever program is coming out, you're the only one that doesn't see it. Bill's the only one that says, how can you compare me to dad? My dad, I'm nothing like it. And everybody else is going, yeah, but I've observed you be your dad all the time. We are all Bill. Every one of us, every day, are playing programs, not from our conscious mind, but from the subconscious that we downloaded from other people. So they're not even our wishes and desires. They're just programs from others. And they, as teachers, are pretty crappy because almost all of them have problems. And now we got their problems. You're not creating the life you want. Your subconscious program is creating the life it's been programmed to create. I go, and relevance? Oh, most of those programs suck. So what do you expect from your life if you're playing programs that are not supporting you? I was programmed from 0 to 1 a whole year. And I say, for your program from 1 to 2, another whole year. And you've been programmed from 2 to 3, another whole year. I said, you were being programmed this entire time. What was your program? And the answer was, you have no idea in the world because your conscious mind, which is you, was not functioning during that programming. So if I say, what was your program? You go, I don't know. So now I'm going to help. Because here's the beautiful part. 95% of your life comes from the program. So your life is a printout of your programs. And I go, so why is that relevant? And I go, simply this. The things that you like and you want that come into your life, they come in because you have a program to acknowledge that. But the things that you wish for and desire, but you can't get to easily, you struggle, you work hard, you put a lot of effort into it, you sweat over, I'm going to make it. I'm working real hard. I'm going to make it. I go, why are you working so hard? And the answer is this beautiful, simple. Whatever that destination is, your subconscious program doesn't support that. And you're trying to override your program. And I go, that's the failure. The subconscious mind is 1,000,000 times more powerful, operating 95% compared to the 5% for conscious. I go, mathematically, are you kidding me? You're not going to overrun and control that program. And that's the frustration that people have. They know they don't like what they want, what they have, and they want something different. And they get upset because they have struggles to get there. I like this part because a lot of them say, well, I'll give myself a good talking to. Who, by the way, are you talking to when you're talking to yourself? Well, I'm talking to my program, my subconscious program. And then I go, subconscious program is a hard drive. There's nobody in there. You want to see how effective it is? I say, you have a glitchy program in your computer? I go, yeah. And I say, then talk to it. Hey, come on, computer, fix that. I don't like that glitch. You can fix it, right? I don't like it. Stop making the glitch, computer. And I go, how long does it take to talk to your computer before a program changes? And I go, it will never change that way. But then I leave it to you, Jackie, because you understand the process of how you can absolutely get into that program and change it, not in months and weeks or days, in minutes. And I go, that is the miracle of everything, because necessity is the mother of invention. Human behavior is causing our own extinction. The only way to get out of it is to change human behavior. How do we do that? And I go, well, the fast way, energy psychology. And Psyche, for me, is the one I'm most familiar with, because my whole life was rewritten using the most powerful process, Psyche, which every time I think about it, I say, oh, thank God, because I can write a book about the honeymoon effect, and it's like, wow, when you really understand love and that relationship at every level of it, it's the most powerful, wonderful experience on this planet. And if you could live in love with your partner, then guess what? You can live in love with your neighbor, and you can live in love with your environment. And if we did that, we would evolve from where we are to heaven on earth, which is what love ultimately can provide.
Keep reaching to feel better, because the world needs you to feel good so you can share that very special gift that only you have. And if you want more, check out my next video here.